So which other pair are we analyzing again?
USD JPY.
USD JPY. So let's check the USD JPY and see what the market is doing also. Okay, now looking at USD JPY, you can see clearly that this is overall, this is the daily time frame. Now let's look what the market is doing overall. Clearly, you can see this market is bullish. It has been giving us series of higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. Now, the same thing I talked about on this other pair, look at it clearly. You see that price start rejecting. And when price got to this point first, price came back to this area. What happened again? That same level again, price rejected from there. Now, we can see price push higher above the level, then rejected a bit again. Then what happened? Price dropped massively, taking this level out. Now, that alone is telling you that there is a market shift from buying now to selling. Taking this level, giving us automatically what? Change of character.
Character.
Anything you're doing, first of all, look at the market structure. If the market structure is aligning based on what you know, then from there you can look for opportunity. Now we have a change of character right here. Now, if you look at it, price gave a lower low to this point. Now, price has pushed back again to this resistance level. Now, watch what I said the last time. I said always have plan A and plan B. Now, this was the plan A for some persons. This is a plan A for some persons. They will be hoping that when price get to this point and give them reason for sell, they want to drop the market. They want to sell for the market to drop lower. And again, the plan B, you can see this other level where price has been rejecting from. This will be the plan B, the extreme what resistance. Now, price failed to use this other level, and then price move all the way to the extreme level right here, and then you can see the drop. Now, price hasn't dropped to give us the next lower low. It's currently rejecting at this point. Price is currently rejecting at this point. Now, the question is, why is price rejecting at this point? If you look closely, you'll see that this level that this price changed character here. Is it let me see, is it a minor level? Now, when price, let's look at this very well. Now, when price move from here, giving us a higher high, we have a valid higher low to this point. Where's our next higher high? All the way to this level. This is our next higher high right here. Now, from here, price gave a higher low, a minor. No, it's actually a major because price has already given us another higher high to this point. From here, price dropped. So this level here is part of the major also, right? So right here, we have a change of character. We have a change of character right here. Price is now rejecting at this level at the moment. Now, there could be, price could want to push to this particular level that price failed to use. Price could want to push to this point and then drop lower. Or price reject and drop lower at this current level where it is right now. From here, maybe price will drop lower. But if price push above this level, it could get to this level that it failed to use when it was pushing up. Use here to drop lower. So at the moment, on the daily time frame, price is what? Strongly buying. Price is strongly buying. So should I, because price is shifting structure from buying now to selling, and then but at the moment is trying to buy. Because price has shifting structure from buying to selling, does that mean that we shouldn't trade a buy? No. This is a daily time frame. This particular candle will run for 24 hours. So which means that if this current daily time frame candle is buying for today, it means we should also take advantage. Price may want to buy to take out this previous daily candle high and before selling, or even push further to this other level before doing what? Selling. So let's mark that level also. Now, let's go to 4 hour and look out for the point we are interested in. So we can identify the level we are interested in. Now, first of all, this level that we marked here is one good level right here. So I'm interested in this level. So what do I do in this case? Let me mark my key level 2 there. I'm interested in this level. Now, in case price fail to use this level, which other level do I think price may want to use again? You can see another level right here. Price rejected at these areas. Now, if you put it on line 2, you see it clearly. You see that there was a rejection here. Price rejected here, rejected here. So I'm seeing a rejection right here. So let me put my line 2 there too. So I've spotted out my 2 levels, the 2 levels I'm interested in. So I'm expecting price to do what? Push to this point. Give me the confirmation that it wants to sell, and then I'll continue the sell lower. But then if price push higher again to this point, giving me confirmation that it's now ready to sell, I want to sell the price down. So at the moment, price is currently buying. So now let's now focus on it. Since we've identified this point, as we move further, we'll be seeing reason to do what? To reduce, to realign this zone. But at the moment, let's see whether we can take advantage of this little buy, of this pullback buy, or maybe we ignore it completely, waiting for price to get to the point so we can sell. All right, so let's continue.
Okay.
All right, so now what do we do in this case? Let's go to 1 hour time frame and check what is going on. First of all, let's align our zone very, very well before we now come back to this buy that is going on right now. Now, looking at this zone that we marked, is there any reason for us to realign, for us to reduce it? Is there any reason looking at this? Okay, price rejected right here. If you measure it, you see that the same level price rejected right here also before pushing back, before pushing up to this other level. So I want to take my zone 2 to this point. Now let's look at this also. This level is looking like a good level, a good area to keep this. So this is okay right here. Now I've seen reason to do what? To readjust this thing. Now let's come back to this other point. All of these things, you don't have to struggle to do it. Just take your time and arrange your work. Make it easier for yourself, right? So now let's look at this point. Price rejected right here, rejected at this point too. So price bounce on it as a support, use it as a resistance. So this level where this particular 2 is right here, I think is a good level. So let's leave that there. Right now, let's move further again. We can see rejection right here, price rejected right here, and you see reaction at that same area too. So there is a probability that price might want to come. If price fail to use here, it might want to come here and use this point to do what? To sell. So let me put this right here. I have marked this. But then in case price fail to use it, we still have another level. This is market structure for you. You understand? We still have another sweet level I am seeing right here. This is another level right here. So, but then I am going to focus on this level first and see whether price is going to respect this level and give me the opportunity to sell, and then I'll sell. But if price fail, price come to this other point, give me the opportunity to do what? Sell, I'm going to sell. So since I've identified this and price is not there yet, I am seeing what is going on right here. Let me see if I can take advantage of this. Now, looking at this right here, price has been ranging, giving us clear range inside this box right here. Price has been ranging inside there. So what do I do in this case? Because this range has been from where? From daily time frame. I can also take advantage of this. Now, where do I want to focus on? on this range? Is it the buy or for the sell? Now look at the movement of the market. You see that when price got to this point, it gave an aggressive sell to this point, right? Now when price is ready to buy, it also gave an aggressive buy. So look at the both move. The seller's pressure is high. The buyer's pressure is also high. So which means I can buy and I can sell in this range. Right now, price is currently on this resistance level. Price is currently on this resistance level I am seeing right here. So what I want to see right here is getting an aggressive move. Then I will take advantage of this sell. Where am I targeting next? I'm not targeting this level because as price is ranging, moving up and down in this box, it's also creating levels inside this area. So where am I targeting? Is the obvious level and the recent level, right? You can see it right here. This is a level right here. This is 1 hour time frame, right? If price can drop all the way, if price can drop all the way to this point, I think I'm okay because this is range. Price can drop all the way, but with what I'm saying, price may want to even take it and come to this other level right here and then push back up again, right? So this is one level right here that if I'm open multiple position, that means I'm targeting here also. So my TP1 is going to be here and my TP2 is going to be right here. Okay. So now I've spotted out the level I'm interested to sell from. What do I do in this case? I want to see a confirmation that the price is ready to sell. Now, let me mark this point. Now, if you look at the recent 1 hour candle, you can see that it's giving a massive sell at the moment. Now, does that mean I should hop in? No. I can't go in right now. Let me go to the lower time frame and see whether it's truly confirmed so I can sell. 12 o'clock, this is just 8 minutes past 12. So the recent candle is currently dropping. So let's check on 30 minutes. Now, 30 minutes time frame is also giving the drop and it's not confirmed yet. This candle has to close with bearish candle so I can take advantage of the sell down, right? So let's check 15 also if we have any candle close. No candle close also, which means before this candle can close, this candle is having 6 minutes left to close. Before it can close, it could push back up again, destroying what? The seller's confirmation. So all we have to do is wait for this candle to close with this engulfing candle forming, right? Now let's take 5 minutes again and see. Now, on 5 minutes, there is no valid candlestick to tell us that it's ready to sell. The only candle I'm seeing now is this, which is having like seconds to end. Now, if it ends with this on a 5 minutes time frame, I want to go in for my short position on this trade. Let's say the candle closes right here. I want to go in on my short position right here, my stop loss above it like this, and then I want to target my level right here. Don't forget our TP1 is right here. So TP1 is going to be right at this level. Now you can see it's having 2 seconds. It's rejecting back again. 2 seconds to end. Okay, it has ended. So it ended with what? Bearish. It ended with bearish engulfing candle, which signifies what? Sell. It signifies sell opportunity. Right here. So what do I do here? Go short on this trade. Are we following? You can see that all I'm doing right here is following candlestick. First of all, following the market structure, right? Knowing the direction of the market, knowing what the market is doing at the moment. Then secondly, following the candlestick movement. Candlestick movement gives you confirmation. Candlestick movement gives you what? Confirmation. And chart pattern also give you a clear what? Confirmation. First of all, when a price gets to your level, before you start looking out for chart pattern, what do you look out for? Candlestick movement. Now, before a chart pattern can be formed here, I want to see a seller's candlestick pressure. When I see the pressure, I know that yes, truly sellers are in. Now, for those people that want to wait for extra confirmation, that is now when they will now wait for what? Chart pattern to form. Maybe price will now drop lower to this point, push back to this point, maybe give us a double bottom, right? Double bottom and then drop lower, taking out this neckline and come back again and drop lower. Or maybe if it wants to form what? Head and shoulder. Well, first thing first you want to see is chart candlestick confirmation. Now, this particular candle is having what? 3 minutes to end. Meanwhile, on a 5 minutes time frame, we've gotten what? A confirmation already. If on a 5 minutes time frame, we've gotten a confirmation, on a 1 minute time frame, there will be massive what? Confirmation. Now, imagine trading on a 1 minute time frame. When price got to this resistance level and drop breaking below this level, you can see this breaking below this level, closing below it, you take your entry straight up. You take your entry straight up. Or maybe you want to wait for price to do what? Come back and retest this level, right? And then you go in for yourself. But then there's a candlestick what? Confirmation that price is ready to do what? To sell at the moment. Giving us on the 1 minute lower low, lower high. We have another lower low form. What this price is about to do? Create a lower high and then drop. Are we following?
Yes.
So this is how simple this is. If you can see it, you don't have to stress yourself or struggle too much. If your trade also hits stop loss, that doesn't mean that your analysis is bad. That doesn't mean that your strategy is wrong. No. Sometimes trade can hit stop loss. Trade can hit your SL. It's simply telling you that that setup is just invalid. It doesn't mean your strategy is wrong or your strategy is bad. Go and change strategy. No. Focus on your strategy. Keep doing what? Working on that your strategy. Don't because you hit SL today, you hit SL tomorrow, you want to now change strategy. If you change strategy and then the next one you're now working on, you're also hitting SL, what do you do? In that case, you want to change another strategy and you're not complicating things for yourself in that process. Right? So all you have to do is follow your plan. When your plan for that day failed, rest. Now I hit stop loss today. I've not dropped any signal since I hit the stop loss. I might not even drop today again. But if I get a clear setup again, I will drop. If I get a clear setup, I'll do what? Drop. Now, all of this pair that will analyze, I'm going to do what? Put an eye on it. This is another way to measure your progress as a beginner. This is another means, whether beginner or advanced. One way to measure how better you are becoming is when you observe or follow up with your analysis, even though you do not place it, you do not trade it. Try to check it later and see whether it plays out. Imagine you analyzing this market and then before the end of today, you realize market drop all the way to this point. How would that make you feel? You will realize that you tell yourself that I am a trader. If you can analyze the market and market goes your way, you will call yourself a trader because you can analyze and see where the market is going and market is respecting it. So please, when you do analysis, make sure you follow up. Are we following?
Yes.
Now, any other question? Any question on this?
No.
Is it clear?
The 15 minutes time frame has closed.
Okay, 15 minutes time frame. Let's check it out.
Candlestick, yes.
Now, how did this 15-minute time frame close?
That's an evening star.
I'm talking about this 15 minutes time frame.
Engulfing.
It's
The candlestick is engulfing.
Good. It's engulfing. It's not evening star. You can see how massive it is. Close below this level. even below this level, it engulfed these two candles. What does that mean? It means excess presence of what? Sellers.
The sellers.
Now, price may want to do what? Push back again, give other sellers opportunity to do what? To come in. He may want to push back to this area and then drop. He may still push back to this point. He may even invalidate this setup. But if this sell is valid, price will only push up a bit to somewhere around this level, or maybe where it is right now, and then drop lower. Are we following?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Good. So let's analyze one more pair, and then we'll call it a day. So which other pair are we looking at?
USD card.
USD card. So let's check USD card also. Let's also see the direction of this market. This structure is very, very, very sweet. Is anybody saying it with me? Very clean.
Yes, yes.
And very sweet.
Bearish.
You can see it clearly that market is currently what? Is it bullish or bearish?
Bearish.
Bearish.
It's bearish.
Bearish. It was bullish before, right? This was where this was where we have our what? Market structure shifts, right? From bullish to bearish. Now you can see lower low, lower high, lower low, right? What's price doing at the moment? Trying to give us a lower high. You can see that this lower high right here, this particular lower high that failed to give a lower low has not yet been taken out, which means this lower high is still valid. Price might just push. You can see rejection here. Then from here, we can get a drop down. Price can still push higher. If price push higher, this lower high is no longer valid anymore. It's now called just a high. Price may want to push to this point, giving us a new lower high and then drop lower. But at the moment, price is rejecting right here. So I want to focus on what is going on around here. Remember, price is building upward a lower high. One other way you want to see a pullback, you want to notice a pullback very easy. It is the candlestick movement. Now look at how massively the sell candles are. You can easily even count the sell candles, right? But then look at the buy candle. Look at how many, the same daily time frame, you can see how many candles form just inside this one candle that you're seeing right here. What is that telling you? That there is no much strength for the buyers to push this market. So which means if the buyers cannot push this market, the market must obey what? The major structure, which is a sell. One candle can take off all of these buyers' candle to form another lower low. So clearly right here, we can see the structure. Now, what do I do in this case? Let me just put a line at this point. So I want to go to 4-hour time frame to figure out where I am interested in. Now, this line I put is just to let you know that this is the major lower low, previous lower low, right? I want to see whether price respected it. Now, you can see right here, this is a candle close level. When price got there, there was a major rejection, right? In fact, price danced around that area. Why? Because it's trying to do what? Respect that level. But then price push higher, still drop lower again. It's still respecting it. Now you can see clearly that price is still rejecting at that current high, lower high. Sorry, the previous lower low, right? Is respecting the level. The current 4-hour candle dropping exactly from that level. So I'm interested in this level first. This is my first level. So what if price still failed to use that level? Where else am I interested in again? Now you can see this other level I'm seeing right here. So let's mark it from here. I'm seeing another level right here. Or maybe let's use this one. Yes. So sometimes to use your line to know the areas you're marking. Now looking at this point right here, you see price respected here, respected it right here. So this level is also a good level to take notes of, right? But then I want to put it right here. Now, why am I putting it right here? Now, this level is looking like is a fresh level. The price has not touched yet. If I look at it right here, this is a fresh level, price has not touched yet. So there is a tendency, there is a probability that price may want to push higher to this level that newly formed and then drop. There's still a probability that price might still use this other level that has been tested multiple times to drop, because the more touches at a level, the stronger that level becomes, right? So I'm interested in this level. Now, what do I do in this case? I don't want to mark my zone from this 4-hour time frame. So let me go to 1-hour time frame to mark my zone. Now I want to mark my zone. Remember how I taught you how to mark the zone? Look at those levels price is rejecting from. Look at the levels. How do you mark it so that you don't complicate things? You don't make your risk. Remember that zone that you're marking can automatically serve as your risk level. It can serve as your risk level. It can serve as what? Your entry level, your entry and your exit level, right? So now let's look at it. Price rejected here. Price has been bouncing on it, right? Before we have this fake push out, drop lower again, rejected from it. Now you can see rejection from that level. What happened? Another fake out again, and now price is using it. So this level is a good level to start marking my zone from. So I want to mark it to this point. So I'm marking it to this point. Remember, this is 1-hour time frame. If I get to 15 minutes, I may see reason to do what? To realign it again. But then I have marked out the level I'm interested in first. Now, where is the second level? This is the second level right here. So let me mark it also. So I'm marking from the high of the highest level down to where price closed. Now, this is the second level right here. So I want to focus on this first. Now, because price is dropping right now, does that mean I can just jump in? No, you can't jump in like that. Price has already left you. What do you do in this case? Wait for price to come to a support level, right? Now give you a what? A retest back to this area so that you can sell it. You wait for price to come to your level. So price needs to come to your level so you can sell from here down. So I've spotted out this area, but what I want to do first is to wait for price to come to this level of support and then push. Price may not even reach there. Price may just get to somewhere around this point and push back. So then let's take 15 minutes. Let's check 15 and see if the possibility for price to reach here before going up. Now you can see there is a level around here too. So price may want to even get here before going up. And look at this. Price is giving us a clear confirmation that it will sell, that it might, let me not use will, that it might sell. What kind of pattern are you seeing here? Is anybody there?
A bearish structure.
Yeah, we know it's a bearish structure, but there's a pattern that is forming there. What kind of pattern is forming there?
Head and shoulder.
Perfect. Head and shoulder pattern. You can see right here. Let's see if the head and shoulder is valid. Where is that head and shoulder? Okay, look at it right here. So let's see if it's valid. From here, price created this left shoulder right here. From here, price created this as a neckline. This thing, let me see if I can give it a color. This thing is ending in 10 minutes. Okay, let me give it red. Let me give this color. Let me give the background this color. All right, perfect. So now let's do it again. Now from here, let's say price gave us what? The left shoulder right here, because price gave a higher low from here. From here, price gave a higher low to this point, right? From here, we now have another higher high to this point. What happened next? Price dropped lower to this level, right? Now give us another lower high to this point, right? What happened now? Price is trying to drop all the way Now, if price take out this level, let's say drop lower to this point, the head and shoulder is now confirmed. Now you can see the neckline. Price has to close below this level. Now, when price close below the level, all you want to do is wait for price to come back to this area. Either use this area as a point where it's going to sell, drop from, come to this point and sell lower, or push back to this level and do what? Sell lower. A head and shoulder pattern has already been formed. Are we following?
Yes.
Good. All of these things is just a confluence. It's just a criteria to tell you that your move, what you're seeing is valid. So looking at this now, what do we do in this case? I want to highlight that neckline level. I want to highlight the neckline level, wait for price to do what? Close below it. Now, when price close below it, where am I interested in selling this market from? Remember, this is the zone that we marked, right? So where am I interested in this case? I just need price to see this blue candle. This is a lower high, right? I need price to come back to this lower high. Now, remember the other pair that we analyzed that I told you when price get to that zone, we want to wait for price to get to the zone, start giving us a structure to the downside. Then from there, we'll pick out what? A clear entry to reduce our risk. Now, looking at this, I just need price to do what? Come back and retest this lower high level. Then I'll go in for my sell. So now in this case, I want to put in my short position right here. This is my short position level. And then my risk, I can risk just this level, right? But because our maximum risk is 20 pips for my students, our maximum risk is 20 pips. So I want to increase this to this level. This is 16 pips, which is okay. Now I have gotten my risk and my entry. What next? I need a target, a reward level. I need a reward level. Babe, Mimi, is your phone dead? Where's your phone? Did you turn off this thing? Please just turn it up. Hello? Sorry, my network. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear now.
Sorry, my network. Okay, so let's continue. My network. So like I said, on 15 minutes, I want price to come to this point. After this head and shoulder pattern form, I want price to come to this point where I would want to take my sell from, right? Let this particular candle finish forming. This candle may not close below this level, but I need a candle to close below this neckline level to confirm this head and shoulder pattern. Then what next? From there, I want to see price maybe push back again to this point and give me the opportunity so I can sell this market down.
So you can't see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Let me share it. So can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's loading,
Yeah.
Yes, we can see now.
All right, sorry guys, sorry for the... Okay, so now you can see here that this is what I'm waiting for price to do so I can get in. Now, where is my profit target level? Now, I can just target this recent level on a 1 hour time frame as my profit target, but because now price is going to sell massively based on the structure that we are following, I'm expecting price to drop massively to this level. So this might take longer to get there based on our market structure, right? I'm expecting price to drop lower to this point. Now, this is around that. This how many pips on USD card? This is 148 pips. Now, 16 pips to target 148 pips. With 0.1 lot size, $16 to target what? $148. This is very nice, right? So what do we do now? You wait, be patient. Be patient because price has given us this head and shoulder pattern. It's not confirmed yet. If it's confirmed, you can just set your sell limit. You can set your sell limit. And sometimes too, price may not even with what price is doing, it may not. Please hold on. So, like I said, sometimes price may not even break the neckline, right? Price may just want to push and then tap on all of this before dropping lower, right? What we have to do is whatever price gives to us, we follow. So I will also put an eye on this USD card. If the setup is valid, I'll drop it on the channel for us to do what? Make money from. Are we following?
Yes, yes.
Good. So any question? Any question?
No question.
So I want to, for those of us that are in this class, this is just like an assignment for you. If you can do it, it's fine. You understand? It's going to help you.
Yes.
For the beginner student, the people that are also learning, for my student also, please make sure you do it. You see how I did my
Okay.
analysis. Try and analyze a pair also. Try and analyze a pair. Send it directly to my DM. Send it to my DM. Let's check it out. Let's review it. If the setup is valid, we are going to monitor it and see the progress. I take my students' analysis, my students' trade. I take it. There is something I discover about student analyzing. That moment when they follow the rules, the things you want them to do, they analyze. Some of those analyses they play out very well. A student I've analyzed before gave me that setup to check it. I checked it and it was valid. That particular setup gave me over $200. But guess what? The guy didn't take it. He just analyzed and gave it to me. I told him I'm taking that trade, but then he didn't. I took it. I made money from it. You understand? So analyze and share me the analysis. Let me see. If it's valid, I'm going to tell you. And if I'm taking it too, I'll still let you know that I'm taking this trade. You understand? Now, taking it, I'm doing this to do one thing for you, to help you boost your morale, to help you boost your ego, to help you make you believe that you're doing it right. You understand? So the next time when you analyze that same thing, you can be able to do what? Take that trade yourself. Are we following?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Please analyze your favorite pair, drop it to in my DM. Let me check it out.
Okay. Thank you.
Do we have any question? Any question to ask? Feel free and ask. So
Can we take the pair we analyzed and see how it's doing now? The USD JPY and GBP JPY.
USD JPY, let's check it out.
Yes.
You can see what's going on USD JPY.
Yes, yes.
You can see that is respecting our analysis. Gradually, imagine if we enter this trade, we'll be making profit. Right now, we'll be making profit. Now let's check. The next one is what again?
GBP JPY.
GBP JPY. Let's see. I think that GBP JPY, we're actually waiting for price to come to our level.